Okay folks, happy Easter. I did want to show you, so I have 2 experiments with eggs that I'm going to encourage you to try at home. You really only need 3 total eggs in order to do both of these. If you can only do one of them, or if you can't do any of them, like I said, you could find videos of these experiments being conducted on YouTube. You could watch them and you could just analyze the phenomena that you see. I do think it's just more exciting and fun to do them yourself. So the first one, and I'm not going to show it to you because I want you to try it yourself. All you need is an egg. It's a raw egg. You could do a hard-boiled egg. It doesn't honestly matter. I just took a raw egg. And you'll need a lighter or a match, and just a glass. And you'll want to fill this glass up so that when you put the egg in, it would be submerged. So for this glass, you'll notice I'll have to fill it up probably a little bit more than halfway full. And then all you are going to do, and you have to be a little bit careful, if you have tongs like metal tongs that can hold onto the egg without dropping it, that'd be great. I only have silicone tongs and I don't want to burn them. But really all you're going to do, and by the way, if you don't have a lighter like I do here, all right, you're going to just burn the outer shell and try to accumulate as much. You want to accumulate as much carbon soot on the outside of this egg as possible. And if you don't have a lighter, the only other idea that I had for you that might make it a little bit easier and actually more efficient is if you have a gas stove, you could always just turn the stove on as well and use the flame there. But again, you'd probably want to use some sort of metal utensil so that you don't burn your fingers. But you want to coat the egg completely in this carbon soot. And once it's completely coated, I just want you to slowly drop it down into your glass of water and note what happens. Hint, it's called the silver egg illusion, so you should sort of be able to figure out what's going to happen. I don't want to ruin it for you, but what I really want you to do is, can you explain the phenomenon? Can you explain why the egg turns colors when you drop it in? And it's really cool to see it in person. So again, I'm not going to ruin it because I would like you guys to do it yourselves. The other experiment is a little bit more involved, but it takes a little bit of time to wait. So I actually have had this going overnight. Actually, you can let it go for 48 hours, it's better. But for this experiment, you'll need 2 eggs. Again, or this time they do need to be raw. So you'll need 2 raw eggs. You'll need another 2 glasses, and you'll need some vinegar. And then for the second day, for day 2 of this experiment, you're gonna just need some corn syrup. So I just have some light corn syrup here, it just means it's watered down a little bit. So if you have regular corn syrup, so if you make like scotcheroos at home, you'll probably have corn syrup. And all you're gonna do is, with your raw eggs, you're gonna take them and you're gonna soak them in vinegar for at least 24 hours. So you'll notice I have been soaking these for at least 24 hours. And as you can see, when I rub the egg here, that outer coating of the egg is going to start to rub off. Now, this does take a little while to rub it off, so usually if you can let it sit for 48 hours, it'll be even better. So I'm probably gonna let these sit one more day. I only have had them sit, not even for 24 hours. I put them last night. All right, folks, sorry. Actually, this is another 24 hours after I filmed the first video. I had to sneak down here in the basement because the kids were getting kind of loud upstairs. But I let the eggs sit in the vinegar solution for a whole nother day. And I just wanted to show you the impact that that made on the taking off the shell. So my recommendation is hold the eggs in the raw eggs in the vinegar solution for 48 hours rather than 24, and you'll have much better results. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. All right, as you can see here, all of the shell is now off. All I did was, like I said, I let it sit for a little bit longer, and I don't know if you can actually see the yolk moving around there. Obviously very, like, it's almost like a water balloon now, like super, super squishy, and you know, it's just, they're really fun. Bentley loves these. So you can see the yolk and the albumin is kind of hardened here because the protein's denatured on the outside. So again, what I wanted to do is I want each of these eggs to show diffusion and osmosis. I want to actually let them sit in a solution of corn syrup and then another one in a solution of water. So I'm going to show you how to set that up again really quickly. So I go to my sink here. If I just put one of the eggs You know, it doesn't have to be in a clear container. I just kind of like to be able to watch them. So I'm just gonna add some water to this first one just to cover the egg. All right, you just need it to be covering, just like that. The egg will probably, actually it's pretty well suspended in there. Just do a little bit more. All right, so I got one egg sitting in just normal tap water, okay? And then I'm gonna make another egg sitting in our corn syrup solution. So let's grab that one. So here's the other egg. Just gonna drop it into a glass the same size. And I'm gonna take my corn syrup solution. Again, I have light corn syrup. This experiment will work better if you have normal corn syrup. But we've got, my mother-in-law is diabetic, so we try to do reduced sugar whenever we can. So I'm just gonna cover this one in the corn syrup, and that's it. So you'll notice the density is obviously different in the water from the corn syrup, because this egg is sinking, and the eggs are the same. This egg is clearly floating. So to make it comparable, it'd be good if I could sink it down there. I wonder if it's just gonna float back up though over time. It looks like it will. That's fine, because this experiment, we're just gonna let it sit anyway, and we're gonna almost pretend like the eggs are, like they have these semi-permeable membranes, and so we're gonna check back up on them in about 48 hours. I'll just pull them out and I'll throw them on this plate, and we'll see the difference that it made. So thanks.